You all got 1,715 plus your bonus.
Okay, wow, that's
so
a lot.
that is individual awards. You guys did a really good job. You covered a lot of topics.
We did good. We got level.
Did awesome.
I have officially started the stream, BT Dubs.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to buy stuff, you know.
Yes, the silver earning has begun. And on that note, because it's been working out fairly well and not getting super interruptive, things purchased may be used immediately. And additional things will follow. But things you buy will get noted by those monitoring the chats in the chat that we can see. And then they will be available immediately for use, with the exception of things like the NPCs and the short rest, which you got to get somewhere where that makes a little bit more sense. So let's do the thank yous and shout outs real quick, because I know there's a few to go around. So we'll go down the list that I see here. We will start with Talace.
I'm good.
All good. We'll jump down to, gonna do it backwards, Dawn.
I'm good too.
Okay. We will hop over to Joey.
So I actually do have a couple of shout-outs. First off, real quick, just out to Shamazing DM, who you can also find on Twitch. He hooked us up with a little bit of custom CSS, which you will not see in effect today, but you will see it in effect soon, and you'll see our overlay become a little bit more pretty. It's a pain in the butt. He sent us some stuff. It's going to be awesome. Thanks, Shamazing. And also, I'm going to shamelessly plug my game tomorrow. I will be guest featuring in 20 sides to every story. He's running a DCC RPG, which is Dungeon Crawl Classics. That game is tomorrow night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. If you tuned in last week, you know that I'm playing Roderick, the Halfling. And also a little bit of shout out for those who like silver in our store. Sin was watching and participating in the chat, and I believe a significant silver distribution was to be had by those actively engaging and participating. That will not be on our Twitch channel. We'll be hosting it, but that'll just be at 20 sides to every story.
Cool, and I have caught a couple of episodes of that, and it is pretty amusing stuff. A little Ozarky, perhaps. That is that witch brew that you're after, I think. Seems a little moonshiny. But Valandra, anything for you?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, that's going to bring us down to Waverly. Waverly, any shout outs for you?
Not today, no, but I'm really glad to be back.
Glad to have you back, and I really enjoyed listening to you guys and Waverly catching up and all the excitement for the tavern talk last time. The offense taken at the new pets was amusing. So let's hop down to the new pet taker. Dusk, how about it?
I have nothing to report, but I love my new pet.
Yes, so we'll figure out what's happening with good old Harry the kobold, or Harry the Erd. He's a winged one. And let's hop down to Chloe. Chloe, anything you want to shout out about?
Other than welcoming Waverly back, please don't leave us again, because you've clearly seen what happens when you leave. We suddenly string kobolds together and drag them back to the town. Welcome back, Waverly. Yes, to piggyback on Kyle's comments about his game with 20 sides to every story, they've been a big supporter of us, so, anybody that is watching on their channel and just saying hello, commenting, whatever, there's up to 1,000 silver via us that I will add after the game to be earned, so if you want it, cool. Speaking of silver, we have updated and added, I believe, 5 new items to the store. Some are very limited quantity, so feel free to check that out. It is up as of now, and assuming that things don't get too crazy and Casey, is cool with all of those things, Everything is always, of course, up to DM discretion, so Casey, feel free to bang your hammer at will if you don't like any of the things that are on there, and I'll re-reward the points. But I think they'll make for really cool stuff. And, yeah, that's it.
Oh, no. No reason to ever cancel anything. Any boon they receive just means I get to throw a bigger bane at them next time to balance it out. It's very, very fun.
I do have one more thing. Welcome back, Casey, and glad you made it down from the Mountain of Horrors alive.
It was an interesting time. I have a new appreciation for wild boar, but we'll figure out whether that plays into the game a little later on. So let's see. Where are we? I didn't get any volunteers to do the run up this week. Does anyone want to do a last second volunteer before I launch into talking fast? 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at all the crickets. So let's find out. Let's see here. The adventurers formerly known as the orphans returned to Greenest after a year on the road. They encountered dragons, cultists, kobolds, fought their way, earned perhaps the trust of the town, got a new assignment, go after those cultists that were wrecking the town. They went, found their hideout, saved some folk, reported back, went back again, even deeper into the hideout, saved more folk, and have reported back, bringing with them, I think, 8 kobolds, a kobold corpse, the saved townsfolk, and news. When they arrived back in the town of Greenest, they found out their monk friend Leosin, who had paid them 150 platinum to go do this scouting, had left. When he left, he sent word that they should join him in the town of Elturel. Along with word, he provided 7 horses that had been ridden in from nearby Baragust by his monk friends who have come to reinforce the town and scout around the area to eradicate any of the monk threats. So 8 monks have joined Nassim in Greenest, looking to protect the town and also find out more about what the cult was doing. But Leosin has asked the previously known as orphans to join them. Those adventurers then got a little bit of a break, spent some time in the Stumble Inn, provided with wine, beer, and liquor and spirits by Tubbs, the husband of the owner. Tubbs liquored them up well, and quite a bit of conversation happened. It seems as though most of the orphans are for the idea of continuing on, following the cash cow that is Leosin. I think they had a little bit of business to take care of in town. I heard, as I was listening, some plans to do something with a few trinkets they had found, some plans to say goodbye to a few folk, and then it sort of deteriorated into a bit of playful drunkenness, and then I believe they stumbled out of the Stumbled Inn and made their way to the keep, where they are awoken by a voice that should have been long since dead. Hail, my friends! Good morning! Come, it is time for your baths.
What?
It's not weird at all.
What?
It's one way to wake up.
And standing in the doorway of the barracks, you guys have the barracks on the north side of the keep, a ancient-looking man, dressed in voluminous robes. His body looks as though it is the thickness of perhaps an arrow shaft, yet his clothing enfolds him and wraps him and muffles him, despite the fairly warm spring morning you're enjoying. The weather outside is fairly nice. You can see the sun has come up, maybe not as high as some would like, but it is there. Birds are chirping. And for a few of you, that might be cutting through your head as a little bit of an annoyance, but come along, the sauna's ready.
What sauna? That's too early for this.
Are you kidding me? That's the best way to wake up.
Sauna? Is this like complimentary or something?
Since when do we have a sauna?
Well, you've been away for some time. And Valandra, you might recall that down by the mill, an old fellow by the name of Ceckard Dain had been setting up a sauna for some time. It's become basically the bathhouse of the town, and it gets fairly good reviews, I suppose the word is. I don't know that you've joined it yourself. Perhaps, a place that steams water is not generally the place Ganassi would head. It seems a little seems a little anti-water. Let's go with that.
And antithetical.
I like the word. But at this point, it seems as though the old fellow, and he looks ancient, bald head, white hair, great beard, nice beard buckle. He's got a little loop around it down towards the belly button range. Come along, he urges you.
Oh, all right. I'm coming. Oh, my head hurts. Come on.
It's just like, I would prefer to avoid another bout of wet fur, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think saunas work all that great when you have fur instead of sweat glands.
I just want a bath.
I mean, a bath, just a regular bath would be nice.
Yeah, but he's got hot ones. So
Well, there are baths as well.
Well, as long as I don't get my dreads all wet, I'm fine. Let's go. Do you have like a cap or something?
He sort of looks at you a little curiously at that one. Of course. A cap.
I can help you with it, Chloe.
This is going to be awesome for sore muscles.
So,
Yeah, a bath sounds nice.
the old gentleman begins making his way out of the keep, down the path towards the river, and across. Once he crosses the river, heads right towards the mill, where a small structure exists. It takes him a good 10 to 15 minutes to cover what you could do in maybe 2 to 3. So you have plenty of time to let him get ahead and catch up, or do as you wish. As he works his way along with his staff, he's got a great tome under one arm, piles of stuff on his back. Looks a little pack ratty, perhaps.
Well, the sun is personally offended me. I don't want to be away. I'm just gonna follow myself right after the guy who promised me a bath.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, with any luck, it'll be one of your, standard bathtub, which means it's big enough for me to swim in. So, I mean, that sounds pretty good to me.
It's so cute. Sorry, that's not a character. That's just me, just dying.
As he passes between the trees, heading south across the river, he sort of gestures around the staff, going, "I remember when this was all grassland as far as the eye could see." And he just keeps on going a little further. Eventually, he reaches the small sauna/bathhouse. It has cold running water, hot boiling water, and hot stones to turn the cold water into hot water. The area of the sauna is quite nice, and it does look as though he has dealt with furred people before, as there are a great number of brushes and towels and combs set aside of varying thickness. He sets about his work fairly quickly. He gets some steam going in the steam area. He has the pools of water diverted from the stream for bathing, several tubs set aside with warm water, and he throws a great number of herbs onto a small fire. Valandra and those who know herbs realize quickly it's a lot of sage, which is very nice smelling, gives a good covering scent, a fair bit of a sharper herb, and then heaping quantities of an intoxicating herb. This will help get your appetites going.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, Joey could use all the help he could get with his appetite, because last night, I'm sure nobody wants to eat anything today.
Now, of course, those in the sauna, he gets the steam going. You get a good sheen on, and he turns to you. Stay a while and glisten. It's good for the skin. I remember when all of this was stone. And then he moves on to the folks in the bathhouse. Is there anything I can get for you?
Well, I'm good the way I am. There's plenty of brushes here.
All right. And he starts getting you guys engaged. About the time that you're settling in, another person steps into the sauna in the bathing area. He's a fairly decent-looking human, slender, in his late 20s or so, but he is covered head to toe in soot and ash. He walks in. Oh, Ceckard, can you do me a favor? Put aside a bit of water for me. I'm going to turn it solid black. And he sort of nods to y'all. Morning. 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 And you probably recognize him as Abraham Goodman, recently arrived trader. He's got a little cart set up in town. Or you would if he wasn't completely covered in soot.
What on earth happened to you?
Well, you see, the shop burned down, and met 3 traders heading out of town. They told me if I was to set up shop here, I could have the property. They might have downplayed how little property was left, so I've been digging out the ashes. I figure another day, 2, I should look like a human, a little less like a kind of a thick drow, I think, at the moment. And he heads over and starts sluicing himself off, sending the black soot into the river to be carried away.
Well. Sorry, he just looks ridiculous.
He does look fairly comical at the moment. But Abraham continues getting himself washed off, gets down to a flesh tone after a while. Well, I hope to see you all stop by the cart. Not well stocked yet, but we're going to do what we can. Going to make this town great again. If there's anything you guys need, just let me know.
Wow.
I'm going
Wow.
to punch you through the internet.
What?
Apologize.
What? What I just did?
They just get real agitated when you say
said-
certain phrases. That's all. Just don't mind them.
I don't even know what I just did, but okay.
You said make this town great again.
Oh, okay. I see where we're going with that one. We're gonna improve this town. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting that one. So there we go. Apparently he supports somebody who's got a phrase stuck in my head. Anyway, Abraham.
So long as you're not selling hats with that or something on it, just whatever. It's fine.
Wow. So I walked into that one. There we go. But Abraham looks like he's finishes himself up, just getting to a quick clean.
Look, you're making them all upset now, right before their bath.
Well, I've heard about cats in water, but I didn't realize it was that extreme. But you'll have a great day. I hope to see you. And sorry about the little slip of tongue there. I didn't realize what that meant in Elven.
Wow.
We'll see ya.
Abraham heads on out. Deckard continues offering his services. Is there anything that you guys would like to do as you are cleaning up? It seems as though the town is preparing for your departure. They've got breakfast going, according to Deckard. Your horses have arrived, and they are ready to send you on your way if you would like to go.
I would like to ask Ceckard if, I guess as we're getting our bath and whatnot, we're just kind of randomly chatting, and Chloe will be like, so I hear we're going to some town. Do you know where we're going? And she's just kind of she's like, I want to make a good impression at this town. I heard it's pretty important. We've never really been anywhere else besides Greenest here. I mean, a few other places, but, you know, it's all a blur from last night.
Where are you headed? I have notes on many places. Ask me what you would wish, and I will try to help you.
I think the town's name was, oh, I don't have it in my notes. Oh, no.
Elturel?
Yes, that one. That's the one. That's the one. Sorry.
Sure.
You know anything about that place?
Elturel! I remember when it was just a field. That doesn't seem possible. Dedicated to Torm. Yes. Guarded by the Hell Riders. A wonderful place. Are you hungry? I could go for some waffles.
Sure. Waffles? What? You said Torm? Torm? Dedicated to Torm, like the whole town? Oh my God.
Yes.
That's so exciting. And she just is kind of like extra scrubbing and trying to make a better impression now.
Yes, the town is dedicated to Torm. It's their patron.
What are the Hell Riders? Are those like the gods or something?
I've never met a Hell Rider. I've heard that you can gather strange ingredients from demons. I assume they made him into steeds of some sort.
Oh, well, that's only
Curious.
mildly concerning.
And you said it's these Hell Riders that guard the town, or?
Yes. The Hell Riders guard the town of Elturel for the honor of Torm.
You don't think they mind strangers, do ya?
No, no. And you are hardly strangers if you have been invited by Leosin, my good friend.
Oh, you're friends
I
with
don't recall
him?
when I met Leosin. Have I met Leosin?
Oh, my goodness.
You seem like the type that would have met Leosin.
Yeah, I mean, you tell us.
I maybe forgot that you met Leosin.
Who is Leosin?
All right, so maybe take it easy on your herbs there, buddy. Speaking of which, do you have any little satchels for sale or something that I could buy? I mean, this looks like it would be a nice, welcome to your special town gift or something.
Pipeweed? Certainly we have it available.
All right.
I remember when this grass grew all over these trees.
Oh, the trees. Okay.
Ceckard does have several sachets available of pipeweed. It's approximately 5 gold pieces for a pouch, and a pouch will last a normal partaker about a week and a half. Which would be about a 10-day.
Yeah, she'll splurge for a satchel or a pouch
Sure.
or whatever.
Please add 1 pouch of pipeweed. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Scrub your back? Do your nails? Assistance with your face paint? Make up? Yes, makeup. I remember when makeup was invented.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced at this point that he's some kind of god or immortal outsider and actually does remember all these things.
It's very possible. These things have been known to happen. You are half genie yourself, so certainly he could be a knowledge god of some sort. All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we move on from the bathhouse and sauna and Ceckard Dain, the attendant therein?
Chloe will just lean over
Just,
to. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, Dawn has never been the very good at relaxing, but with like the copious amount of stuff in the air, he's pretty chill at the moment.
Amazing! Amazing!
So, along with being pretty chill,
He
Ceckard
knows
is-
what's going on. But
Ceckard
like,
is fairly accomplished. So, assuming you allow it, he will get you combed properly, all the spots that you have trouble reaching, like right behind your neck. So, if you would like, he will happily get you spruced up.
he's not that relaxed.
Okay. Would you like some assistance? No? Okay.
Someone please help Dusk. She's just a ball. She's a giant cloud of fur. She needs all the help she can get.
She's probably pretty matted after everything they've gone through.
Yeah, I know. She's had a bad couple of days.
Can the shape water cantrip be used on water vapor in the air? Like, could it be used in the sauna?
It can, but there's not a lot of like you could like if you take water vapor and turn it into water, you end up with very little water. So you can make little.
No, it wasn't turning it into water. It was
Okay.
like you can move it around and change colors
Sure.
and stuff. So,
You absolutely may.
but Valandra will just be playing with that while they're in there.
So apparently, along with the relaxation benefits of the herb that was thrown on there, it's mildly psychedelic because you are seeing colors and swirls in the air. Who knew? That's odd. Something must have gotten into the herb. I wonder where my mushrooms are.
I get.
Oh god! Oh my god!
But it was Valandra's part-time job when we were gone.
Oh my goodness.
Wasn't expecting this to go this way. Oh well. So anything else that we would like to take care of?
I think we're probably all just gonna get spruced up and pretty, and then get some food and probably prepare to leave.
You got it. The Stumble Inn is ready for you with a excellent breakfast, which tastes amazing. Even though it seems like the stuff they served you yesterday, it just tastes a little bit better. The inn has a new guest, a young woman, a lady, it would appear, a noblewoman, who has taken residence in one of the rooms. She must have arrived either late last night or early this morning. 3 of her attendants are moving about the inn as you arrive, but they get out of your way fairly quickly, as many of the townsfolk have come by to say thanks to Joey and to give you each a bit of a parting gift. Each of you receives a small money pouch. Within it are 7 coins. They look to be hastily struck, and the artwork on them is shoddy, but each contains an image of one of you taking part in the rescue of Greenest. The coins themselves are about half the weight of a normal coin, but they are made of platinum. And then along with those on the pouch, each one has a coin with you of yours to symbolize who it's for, with a hole drilled in it so that the pouch can be pulled closed using the string. They have provided the cart that you've asked for. It has been secured to 2 of the horses. The horses themselves look a little tired. They must have been ridden pretty hard by the monks to get here as quick as they did. So you figure they'll be walking a little slow for the first day or 2. Not life-threatening, but certainly a bit exhausted. Is there anything else you guys would like to do or tie up before departing from Greenest?
I think we're going to go say goodbye to Glumfellow.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely have to do that.
The orphanage is in the southwest corner. Glumfellow and the 3 children are within the orphanage. You going up and knocking, busting in the door, just acting like you own the place? What are you doing?
I mean, we grew up here. I think we can just walk in.
Valandra will just go in.
Yeah, Philandra's going in front. I think we will all follow behind her.
She just kind of nods and like walks along in line.
And Glumfellow turns slowly towards you, great stick in his hand. Welcome to the Warren of Unwanted Burdens.
All right, Gumbo. We're heading off, and I'd like to think that we've done more than pay our debts, but I still want to say bye before I left.
Well, you can have your goodbyes, but there is a thing for each of you here.
Oh? And what would those be?
The lives that were taken from you. And the old turtle turns and walks towards the back of the orphanage. He reaches up high, where you know all sorts of things are kept that he's taken from the town. And he pulls down a series of trinkets. And he passes one to each of you. And each of them contains a small locket that can be popped open. And inside, the locket's engraved. Both sides can be folded back. And a small black dagger can be shown. So if you imagine a pocket watch that would open up, sticking up out of the center, a small black blade, if folded all the way back, you would hold the locket. These have the images of those who took your lives. If you wish your lives, take theirs.
Oh,
What?
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 Oh, he's just being cryptic
Don
again.
gets it. Don gets it.
Yeah.
He's looking at his and
And
Ear-
I will
ear
give
flick.
I will give you a little more details on what's carved into each of yours through chats over the week. But it is definitely not a clear-cut image. There's lots of artistry carved into the metal.
I mean, are you saying that all of our parents were killed by the same people?
No. Then I would only need one locket.
What do you mean you only need? What are you talking about?
If I needed one life taken, I would only need one locket to give.
No, I get that part. I'm talking about the part where you're asking us to kill people randomly for you.
I do not need your lives. If you want your lives, these are those who took them.
I think this is one of those things where he's trying to empower us or something, you know? It's like one of those... I mean, look, there's a bunch of other packages up there. I think this is the
Don
gist.
will just put his on and, like, tuck it into his shirt, and that'll be it from him about the whole situation.
We're like getting our lives back, you know, metaphorically or something.
And each of the trinkets is made in the style that you tend to favor. So for some, they were secured to a bracer, to others, more of a necklace, some a belt piece. But each of you has the same style fold back piece that can be worn to the best of his knowledge as you prefer.
Okay. Well,
Waverly does not understand this at all, but she's gonna put hers on because this is a mystery.
I'm gonna
inventory. Mysterious locket of stolen life. But go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the locket, and then I'm gonna think about putting it on, and then I'm gonna wrap it around my great sword and give it a little shock so that the sword molds around the locket.
Fair. Yeah, the small spines and scales seal themselves to the locket. Now, do you want that exposed, meaning it's a visible emblem on it, or enfolded within it?
For now, enfolded within it.
Okay. It seals itself inside the meat and scales of your great axe currently.
Currently.
There we go. Anyone else doing anything I should know about with their newfound locket trinkets?
Lacey's just gonna put hers in her pack.
All right.
I'll tie mine into my hair, but kind of hide it a little bit in the middle of the dreads.
Fair enough.
So,
Keepers
question.
Yeah.
With the pictures on the lockets that are supposedly the people who took our lives from us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would that mean that Valandra's has her mother on there, since it was she who abandoned her?
So, Valandra, giving that assumption and quick look, you do see imagery that could suggest a genie, but that's not all that's in there. There are hundreds and hundreds of images carved in very fine and small detail. It looks like whoever did this had a lot of time on their hands and a lot of patience.
Okay.
So yes, you do see references to what could be a genie and possibly your mother, but you see other references in there as well.
Oh boy. Well, that certainly gives us something to look over while we're moving around.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing to figure out while we're figuring out other things, I guess.
It's fine. Everything that you want to learn about just piles into a pile, and then it all either comes together into an answer or it doesn't.
And
Well,
as you guys are talking, Glumfellow has already turned back and is working his way down his turnip patch.
Well, my Glumfellow. He's pretty much done with us, I think.
That was really weird.
That was incredibly weird.
That was, yeah, I like the feeling of this. I don't like
We're
it.
getting presents as we leave. It's sweet.
Valandra will go over and kiss him on the cheek before he gets too far.
Lace like just slowly turns her head to look at Chloe like she's. Did you really just say that? Kind of look.
And when Valandra kisses Glumfellow, you hear him go, oh, 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 oh. And he just sort of reaches up real slow and pats on the head once before coming back and working on the field once more.
Okay, well that gives us all something that we're going to probably be looking at very curiously on the cart ride north. Scrutinizing our lockets. Oh, that's going to drive just nuts.
So, with trinkets and toys and gifts acquired, there's only one thing I haven't heard you guys say that I heard planned last night, which would be what to do with some of the trinkets you had acquired. Are you doing any acting on that, or was that left behind in drunken discussion land?
I mean, it depends on the trinkets.
Like
There was
Dawn's
potential plans
50
for
gold.
the ring, I think, is
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
And
I'm not sure what we were doing with that though.
Dawn still
ring?
text. Yeah, what ring and what 50 gold? What 50 gold worth of quote unquote stuff that Dawn has shoved in his bag somewhere?
Okay.
Not to be
if-
sold in this town because that's stupid.
If nothing else to be done, the carts and horses await, and you can depart Greenest whenever you are ready.
What? Well, I think that's everything. Right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody into the carts. All our supplies. Oh,
Yep.
drive the cart. Maybe not as wildly as I drove it the first time.
All right, Greenest, till we meet again, huh?
So you head out of Greenest. Let's go ahead and flip us over to the world map and talk about what you guys are doing now. So you are away down south in Greenest. Elturel is due north, effectively. But with your cart, that would be a bit troublesome. Most likely you would want to stick to the trade route, which takes you over to the west, up along the river, past Bear Dusk, Scornoble, and over to Elturel.
Could you swap us to that map?
Did I not? I
Nope.
didn't. I was looking at it.
Well, I mean, obviously that means we were looking at it.
Oh my
That's how that
goodness.
works. So it is several days' journey. You could make it in 6 days if you were on fresh horses. It's more likely going to be a 10-day, given that you are using riding horses that were not trained to draw a cart and bringing your cart along with you. As you head out of town, most likely heading to the east, you pass Escobar's home, and the old dwarf is sitting by the roadside. As you pass by, you hear
Oh.
as he applauds you. From the fields, you can see others stand up, applauding you as well, briefly, before they return to their labors, rebuilding Greenest. You head
Aw.
out to the east, and what's the plan? Stick to
I
the
mean-
roads, make good time. What do you guys like to do?
Yeah, I don't think we'd be in any super hurry. I mean, especially if the horses are tired. And definitely Chloe would recommend sticking to the roads.
Yeah.
I don't.
Agreed.
I can't see it being any faster if we leave the road, to be honest.
Yeah.
Plus, it's kind of like our first, journey out together. So why not take the scenic route?
And it'll make it easier on the horses in general than trying to have them drag a cart through grass or whatever.
Much preferred. Now, the green fields themselves are a huge expanse of grasslands. The trail or the path through them is mostly just a spot where the wagons have repeatedly gone through and beaten the grass into submission. It is early spring, so it hasn't really been churned up into complete mud. But you know from your time spent in Greenest as youths, in a month or two, people will be very, very muddy as they reach the town, and probably very welcome of Ceckard Dain's new sauna and bathhouse. But as you head away, I'm going to need somebody to roll a fateful D20.
Oh boy.
And
Oh no!
Not it.
not already calling
I'll
it.
do it.
So here's the fateful D20. Whoa.
20.
Amazing!
And that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, is it good or
Yay!
bad?
Yeah, exactly.
20 is
What
the
if we're
yay.
supposed to roll a 1?
20 is the yay.
Yay!
Okay. Good.
So you pass through the green fields. You see some traffic coming and going at this point. Small bands of riders, people on foot, a few caravans that have started in this direction. And you know that the traffic is much heavier as you hit the trade route running from Iriabor, Bear Dusk, up to Skernoble, and along the riverway. You cross the river, small bridge, and begin up towards Bear Dusk. A couple days will have passed on the cart at this point, and I did hear that some folk wanted to try their hand at crafting while bouncing about in the back of the cart. Is anyone going ahead and giving that a shot?
Yes.
Okay.
And Don will too, but he's also on the lookout for anything useful.
Okay. So we're going to mention it real quick, and then we're going to ask you to do a little bookkeeping on your own there. You can gather up to 5 gold pieces worth of ingredients each day. You can convert 2.5 gold pieces into 5 gold pieces of an item each day. So you can spend your 3 days crafting if you already have ingredients, or you can spend your 3 days gathering ingredients as you go. You are doing this at the slow pace the horses are maintaining, so you can go ahead and do that. Anyone who would like to hunt or pursue any other activities like that may do it as well. You will have 3 days travel that you can put under your belt to that effect.
Okay. If anyone else wants to start crafting a healing potion, I have the herbs for that.
Yeah, that's way out of my wheelhouse. I'm just gonna be up in the front with Dawn, I'm sorry, with Dusk, trying to keep the cart steady for you guys, so no explosions in the back.
Waverly wants to ride in the front so she can see everything.
Dawn can if she has the stuff, he can start putting. Does she know how to make potions or anything, or is she just have?
She does, yeah.
So healing potions. Everyone knows the formula for healing potions if you've bought the ingredients. That you make your own kit. If you're making it from scratch, though, or using something unusual, that's where the normal gold piece set kicks in. But I believe you did buy supplies.
Well, we didn't buy supplies. We got the herbs the first time we left Greenest.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if those were the normal.
Yep, those can be converted.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So healing potions are underway in the back of the cart. And is anyone looking for anything special as you travel along, or are you just trying to get from point A to point B?
Looking for enemies.
Looking for enemies.
Anyone on the horizon? Dragons in the sky,
Dragons in the sky is a good.
Head is on a swivel. You do reach Bear Dusk uneventfully. Bear Dusk, it's a fairly quiet town aside from all the traders passing through it. And if you're hurrying on your way, aside from reprovisioning, probably not a lot of reason to stop. Any reasons you guys would have to stop?
What about resting the horses?
You're taking it at an easy pace, and so you're stopping each evening, so they get a full night's rest, and they've got plenty of grass to eat.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want us to roll for searching things?
Nope. You just gather your stuff.
Would there be stuff to get here? Because here, Dawn still has 50 gold pieces worth of stuff. Is this a place where he could sell that stuff and maybe get?
Ooh, you want to unload stuff? That you can definitely do.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Talais also has 20 gold pieces worth of Greenest trinkets and baubles.
Yeah, I just have quote unquote stuff.
Just to unload
stuff. Taking advantage of the traders in Bear Dusk and on the road to unload some stuff, you certainly may do so. How shady a fellow are you looking for, or are you looking for an upright citizen?
More like, is there like a pawn shop or something like that? I don't know, like.
Yeah, that'd be a place.
But
to
like
a pawn shop.
Okay. So there's
it's
a
like the sort of place that would buy this kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like,
Which is
Absolutely.
probably going to be pretty shady, let's be honest.
yeah, in general, but
a little shady. I mean, he wears the eye patch, but he's probably got an eye underneath it. It's just for dramatic effect. Of course, scruffy mustache coming down off the sides, kind of wicking out, a little bit handlebar style, but not quite enough to be a true villain. And I see what you've got there. We have seen more of this in the last 3 days than in months. Some poor town must have gone on their butt. I'll be happy to give you a fair price for it. Now, let's see, what have you got there? Sack of doorknobs. Why do you have a sack of doorknobs? But after a little bit of conversation, he does offer you a fair price for them, about half of what they're worth. So 10 gold for the 20 that you had, about 25 for the stuff that was worth about 50.
I have in my inventory 90 GP of silverware and jewelry.
Oh, that's a bit nicer then. You can unload all of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Or as much as you can pay for, anyway.
what I can do. I can give you 25 gold now, and we're done. Or I can put it on consignment for you. I think I can get about 45 to 50, but it'll take a little time. Not a lot of noble folk looking for silverware right now. It's the wrong season for it, or something. Will you be back this way?
I don't know. Do you think, you guys, do you think we're going to come back this way?
Not anytime soon.
I said just hold on to it until we get to a bigger town.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. But thanks anyway.
Of course.
I would like to ask the pawn shop keeper. So you said you've seen a lot of this stuff come through in the past few days?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen anybody wearing anything like this? And she has one of those cultist pendants, and she just shows it to him, casual like.
And he takes a look at it. Can't say that I have. What's the mark?
Oh, someone actually just lost it when they were passing through Greenest, and I was hoping that I'd be able to catch up with them.
Yeah, you got to be careful with things that people lost that are marked like that. Bit obvious for putting in a shop window. Silverware, everybody has the same basic molds, but that's a little unique. I wouldn't carry something like that.
We shouldn't really be selling their stuff, guys.
Do you know, did they mention which direction they were heading? The people who came through before?
Oh, most everybody's headed north now.
Appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Honest Harold. That's my name today. Now, as you guys are sharing loot and passing stuff around, I do have a curiosity. Dusk.
Yeah.
Among your possessions and loot, is any of it small, dragon-like, and black and blue?
Maybe.
Are we just stuffing him in a pouch and hoping the others won't notice? Is that the plan?
Oh my god.
I mean, it's like a little snout peeking out every once in a while, sniffing and then pulling back.
Just a little backpack with him inside it.
I mean, she's got a big enough pack, and there's a room in it, and, well, he's behaving.
Okay.
Are you sure he's not just suffocating?
He's probably glad to be alive.
Ooh.
Speaking
All right.
of speaking of random town shenanigans, Dusk might spend the brief time they have there just seeing if anybody has anything she could work on for a bit of extra gold or silver.
Okay.
She's got her tinker skills that she can, work on. work
Sure.
with.
Not a problem. It's probably going to be good.
One thing on my sheet, I have 2 potions that we picked up from somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have written 250 gold. I don't remember what that was from.
Probably
Doubt that's just something he has. Like, he might have it, but I don't know if that was split up already. I don't know what that is. I didn't know where it came from. I don't know if...
Mystery gold.
Mystery gold.
It's definitely not something that was split up between the party anyway. I have 19 gold, so.
Yeah,
So I have
21.
this here, so theoretically we could split it between the 7 of us. I probably just wrote it down and then we didn't do. So if, let me split that, I'll say, because...
250 divided by 7 would be
7.
35, with a little left over.
Wow. And by the way, thank you, Craig. You have filled out the vowels. You will find out what that means in a little bit.
Yeah, Chloe would definitely be, like, I don't know what was going on. Are we bartering and selling the stolen items from Greenest? Was that what was happening?
Well,
Seems to be
Dawn,
what's happening.
some people gave them back. Dawn
And
did.
some people didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody that chose not to, Chloe would definitely be, like, berating you and telling you you're a piece of crap because we're supposed to be helping this town, and you're literally just stealing from them. So you don't deserve their praise. She would be upset.
This wasn't from the town. This was from the mayor.
Is that lying attention? Like, or was it genuinely the mayor's stuff?
Yeah, this wasn't like from the carts.
Okay, if it wasn't from, like, the stolen stuff from the poor people that got, like, stolen and kidnapped, then okay.
No. See, if I sell it, then maybe I can do some good with the money in the future.
So yeah, so everyone got that 35 gold.
Okay. And
I also-
there's 5 left over from splitting up the 35 there. So I don't know who's
Dawn
taking that, but
Dawn probably keeps it.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Talise it's totally the stuff that we had gathered that was supposed to be given back. That's what's Talise's stuff. But she's playing it off like she got it from when they divided up inside the cave and they went, junk searching.
Sure. There was a lot of junk and people were very confused at that point. And Honest Herald is quick to assist you in resolving the argument by making it disappear so it's out of sight, out of mind. So the items that he had been given, especially as you start discussing where they might be coming from, he quickly shoves off the table, puts his fingers in his ears, goes la 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 la, watching you guys until he can see that you're no longer talking about it, and then takes his finger out.
What a good guy.
Just gonna be a problem going forward, just FYI. Cool.
I mean,
so
I also apparently have 2 blue dragon scales in my inventory, but I'm
We
gonna
could
keep
go
those.
through inventory on, like, off time, right? Like,
Right.
we'll-
Let's do
we'll
that.
Pick that one up. And is there anything else purchase-wise that you would like to make clear before you depart from Bare Dusk? You've got your cart, you've got your horses, you've got provisions. I'm going to assume most of you have your 50 feet of rope and 10-foot poles, but if there's anything else, let me know. All right.
Is there any
Pretty
kind
sure
of like
Stella's
a
back
is
to-
there any kind of like a pan pipe or anything I could purchase? Something that doesn't something that I could easily play without, because viols you have to bend your head and it's actually a lot of extra work. Something simple like a flute
Sure.
or a pipe.
There are many musical instruments of varying quality about. You can certainly acquire one. Several are shown to you, most of which have small rub spots and little bits of pieces carved away where perhaps initials or something identifying had been removed in the past. But that shouldn't affect the sound quality. So go ahead and purchase the musical instrument of choice for book value. And Honest Herald is happy to supply.
All right. Where would I find the book value of it?
Player's Handbook. I'll give you a link on that one.
Cool.
And then anything else as we move away from Bear Dusk?
I guess just wondering how much work Dusk found.
Dusk can find 5 gold pieces worth of work for the time spent. So you can go ahead and add that for your time spent.
Here's the list of instruments there.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and move on from Bear Dusk. Now, I see that the Silver Store has provided me with a double roll on the next random encounter, as well as additional monsters. So, if someone would take the Fateful Dice in their hand for the trip from Bear Dusk to Scornoble, the Caravan City, you do want to roll high, but you're going to have to roll twice.
Just to clarify, you have that re-roll on the random encounter, and then he also purchased an additional D20 re-roll for at your convenient use, because he hates us, and then also the more ads thing, which is one of the new items. Yay!
Jesus.
That's
8 and 7 are not high enough. So let's make that wonderful combat music sound, and everybody should see a map appear in just a moment.
As Casey is stalling, might I remind that there's 7 of us here, Craig, and if we come and watch your games, Craig, we can purchase a lot of other things, Craig.
You're not making any friends here, Craig.
So, as the map loads, you guys should see a small path area in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
And as I further stall, as I drag some characters over to that map, I'm going to ask you guys to line yourselves up in the order in which you would normally progress. Who am I missing? I'm missing a Waverly there.
You're also missing me.
Did I not? I saw the blue, and I thought it was you. All right. So, go ahead and line yourselves up. Now, you have horses with you and a cart, but perhaps you will be leaving those behind on the road because this path is a little too narrow for your cart to easily navigate. You could certainly get it down there, but it'd take a little bit of doing. The main road heads north to south. You know the river is further off to the west, but not too far. You can still hear the sound of the water through the trees. You also hear, "Oh, no, help, help!" and something being dragged away down the path.
Oh, guys, we gotta help. We gotta help.
I feel
We do.
It's already like out of the cart.
Waverly's right behind.
Let's
Okay.
out of the cart.
Yeah, Valandra's on her way. She's not hesitating.
So the people who have announced gotta help and rushed forward, if you'd please move yourselves forward of anyone who's been a little, maybe we could wait. And let's go ahead and turn off that fog of war.
Like, this could be an ambush.
There's
Never
so
mind.
many of us, we're tripping over each other to get to it.
John just like rolls his eyes. He's like, Ugh.
Oh, this could be so
Suddenly
dangerous.
bright.
It
Just
is
chill there on the
suddenly
table,
bright.
opening the cart.
And as it becomes suddenly bright, it's also going to become suddenly turn order. And
Suddenly turn order.
It's
suddenly turn order.
turn order.
Let's go ahead and clear that one off. Wait, gotta clear it.
It was already clear.
No, it wasn't clear.
It was clear
I
for
rolled
us.
so well, too.
It was clear for us, yeah.
Was it clear? No, sorry, it wasn't clear for me. But you can. All right. Since I was slow, you can
The
reroll
first
and
time
keep your
I
better roll.
rolled over like a 10.
I will give you guys the advantage, so you can reroll and keep the better of the 2 rolls you had. I think Valandra's sticking with the new one. And I need a second to flush out the alphabet because I heard I get more ads.
Oh man.
Yeah, looks like my 20 was much better.
Chuck Hughes.
I noticed that
Oh
too.
my
God
Hey,
damn it.
E,
and O.
I. I'm missing my
Oh, and
I.
yep.
Where's my I here?
What's
Dang, Dawn.
Where's the eh?
And yeah.
Eh? S down in the tower.
Eh.
F
there.
and E. There we go.
They're spelled the same way.
No, I'm not done with him yet. I didn't know I was going to get ads. Adventure is happening as I speak. So yes, the party rushes forward just in time to see an enormous brute, easily 1,000 pounds of fat, flab, and muscle, teeth, and toes. A lot of big, hairy toes. Not nice. He's wearing what looks to be a skin of some humanoid around his waist as a loincloth, and he's dragging a person by their foot. The person looks quite dead. And you imagine that's because of the huge bloody club in the creature's other hand. Dusk and Chloe, you have rushed forward far enough that you can see several more of these enormous creatures standing on a ridge to the north. Another banging against a wall with a big crate that it has taken from an overturned cart, trying to smash through. You can hear screams from inside the small building. To the south, you see a rise and a tower, and you can see two ogres shoving each other out of the tower. One has taken command of the tower and is trying to keep the other one out. But let's see how quick my ogre friends are. Some of them are surprisingly fast, it seems. And Dawn, any questions about the situation before you leap into action?
Like, is this all dense? Like,
it's difficult terrain, but you could move through it. It is a fairly dense forest, but you could move through it. It would obscure anything more than 2 to 3 squares away.
Okay. Can you move and hold an action, or you just hold an action?
You can move and you can hold an action.
Okay. He's gonna get in here just so he could get a better view, but be obscured.
Okay.
And he will hold the Eldritch Blast until people actually move.
Sure, absolutely.
Clearer shot.
You got it. And with that, it's going to bring up Waverly. Waverly, you're close enough that you can see the brute has taken notice of you rushing down the path. He turned, more meat. And he starts to swing the dead body around like it's going to club you with it. Waverly, what are you doing?
I would like to cast Hideous Laughter.
No, he's already laughing. Let's see how well that goes. Where you at, my ogre friend? And Hideous Laughter is a...
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, they're great at those.
I bet.
A 3. You know what? I'm going to use my D20 reroll early on here. We're going to try and keep him in the battle. We'll reroll my D20 here. Oh, 15's better. What was my DC?
You gotta cast it, Waverly.
You did.
Yeah, I did cast it.
What's your DC on your sheet? On the
13.
spells page at the top. He passes. Yeah. He starts laughing. I don't get it. But so as O comes around, any additional action for you, Waverly?
I'm going to just back off just a little bit over here. Okay. And that'll be it.
All right. And that's going to bring up O, who does not get it. But O has a J'accuse wielded in his hand. He's going to swing it like a great club, but it won't do quite as much damage perhaps. 15 swung at Dusk. Dusk, any luck for that? 15?
No, nope.
That is a miss. And with that, Jacques gets launched into the trees, and he springs his great club around into play for the next time. He has moved up. Valandra, great big brute, swinging at Dusk with a dead body. What you doing?
Are the trees spaces that we can move through?
Yes. Difficult terrain, but you can move through them.
So I can get, well, let's see, actually. I'll get right there.
Sure.
And I will try my new cantrip, Leading Strike. Oh, just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So if so that's I couldn't get this quite to work. It's I make a mace attack, and then that's the if I succeed, then someone within 5 feet of me, so Chloe, gets advantage on their attack against the same creature and does an extra 3 radiant damage.
Got it. Go for it.
Nope.
No. Despite his lack of armor, that does miss. Any additional action for you?
I don't believe so. No.
All right. To Lace from the back. What you got?
Jeez. Can I see this at all, or is it completely obstructed because of the curve there?
You can see through the trees. They do provide a small amount of obscurement, but you can see through them. There's only one tree in the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's well within range. Yeah, let's just go ahead and viciously mock that dude.
Alrighty. Let's see it.
Big dumb ape. Go.
That one lands.
Woo! All of 4 damage.
Oh. And Talise, anything else for you?
Yes. Let's do. I will use my Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
To get, I can do 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Within range. I have 60 feet, so I can pretty much give this to anybody.
The only person you can't see right now would be Valandra. She's through a lot of trees.
Okay. Then I will give this to Chloe, Waverly, Dusk, and Joey.
Okay, go ahead and roll those 10 hit points. And as people get some 10 hit points, let me know if there's any movement, and then we'll pick up what Chloe is doing. Ooh, 5
Add 5 hit points, guys.
Yay, thank you.
And with this, if you desire to do so, any of you 4, if you would like to move towards me, you can do so up to your movement speed. No opportunity. It does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So if you would like to disengage, you can do that.
Okay.
Love this thing. Yeah, you can disengage if you choose to do so.
Chloe, you running?
Can I see? Can I see this one?
Yeah. You can just make him out on the hill. Yeah.
Alrighty.
You're only 2 trees away.
So looking around and seeing that we've got a lot of we're usually not outnumbered, but this time it seems like we are. I am going to abjure, and
I count 5 versus 7. Maybe the ogres aren't the only ones with math problems here. Abjure, using your close symbol, 60 feet. That is 60 feet. Boy, picking on the wisdom.
They look very smart, but I think I've got him on this.
Okay. And what is my DC that I'm trying to hit here?
It's a 13.
13. Come on. Oh, no. Creature is frightened for up to 1 minute.
Frightened and speed is 0, so he
Speed
ain't
is
going
0.
nowhere.
He just sits there and cowers. So let's
And I'll make it very obvious which one I'm like pointing out and being like, don't hit that one. I got that one.
He is funny faced. Chloe, anything else for you?
I will just turn back towards Dusk and give her a wink and nod at oh.
All right. So that brings up who's like, and he steps out and just starts pushing him down the hill. King of the hill. And that's going to bring up and is going to start moving towards the noisy people. And then that's going to bring up Dusk.
Okay, let's see. I want to... Can I see from here?
Can you see from here? He is straight ahead and only through O, so yes, you can see him. And he is just beating against the wall of this little boathouse with a big crate. He's just like, smash, smash, smash.
Well, I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flurry of blows on O.
Okay.
So that lets me take 3 punches at him.
Sure.
And then let me hit that first.
4 punches?
Is it 4 punches now? I thought it was 3.
Well, it's 1 punch, then you're offhand, and then you get 2 more with flurry of blows.
No. With the flurry of blows, you get 2 with your offhand.
Yep. So
so it is just 3.
You got it.
Okay. So let me just hit that arm straight.
And for those listening, they did just level, so there's some new skills coming into play.
Okay. That one I'm guessing doesn't hit.
Oh, that's a no.
Okay, try again. What the heck is going on? How can I miss him? He's giant! Really?
Wow.
The 11 just barely gets him. As you started punching, he slapped his belly, and the jiggle just kept it out of your way, but then you timed it and just clipped it right on the edge. Go ahead and roll me some damage on that one.
Oh my god. Okay.
So, 8 damage struck to O. He looks quite perturbed. And any additional action for you, Dusk? I heard you making plans, but have they changed?
Oh yeah. No, they're the same plans. So, thing is, she can, as part of her monastic tradition, Way of the Drunken Master, she can immediately disengage after a flurry of blows.
Certainly may.
Move with increased 10 speed.
Okay. 10
feet of speed, and she's going to actually dart past towards at least to try and distract him.
Okay.
So I just got to measure how far I can actually move.
You got it. And as Dusk sprints away, O has no chance to react. And we'll find out what Joey's doing as Dusk moves.
Because there's clear... I held the action, so there's a clear shot when she moves.
Certainly may.
Is this at disadvantage because of this?
Oh, no. No. You just right through.
So once she's out of the way, he is going to launch out of the trees.
That is a solid shot.
Oh, the map is not working with me.
O takes 11 points of damage. I think you're still on the measurement tool if you're trying to move yourself.
Oh no, it's I'm trying to zoom out far enough so that I can actually see where I'm measuring, and I am unfortunately very limited right now on my computer abilities.
Sorry about that. It is 80 feet to him. It is about 45 feet halfway.
Yep, I can definitely move right towards him.
Okay, so if you want to
I'm not going to go next to him though.
All right, that may be wise. He has a crate. But Joey, as Eldritch blasts and kitties fly, what are you up to?
I would love to step on right up here and then really go ahead and put a nice hex on this guy. It might be for strength. I don't think it's going to matter in the long term. And then we're going to give him some weird, bony, muscly axe.
Some weird, bony, muscly axe strikes home. Doing 12 points plus 5 points.
Yes.
Is 17 points of damage. Oh. Joey, any additional action for you?
Boo. No, I got nothing. I'm just like, yeah,
Alright.
you can stay right up here. God, thanks.
And he is hexed. From inside the house, you hear, help! Help! And then he starts marching forward. Yi,
Sorry, I was taking one step back. Sorry.
okay. Yi draws up alongside a great log. He hefts a javelin and hucks it at Joey. Joey, you get a +2 to your armor class for the slight amount of cover you have. It don't matter.
Yeesh.
Wow. Holy
16 points of piercing damage as that javelin threads the needle and finds you. Yi seems quite pleased. From inside, you hear, oh no, it got him. Ooh. Is that hex gone?
Yeah.
Gone, hex gone. E is terrified. I will decide whether Odd, surprisingly, has situational awareness and turns and starts marching towards the other. Now, Dusk, there's a little tree there. Were you intending to hide?
Yeah, so he's trying to like sneak up behind him.
Okay.
But
Give me a quick
started moving.
Give me a quick stealth check, if you would.
Okay. Let me pull that back up. And stealth is here.
Oh, yeah. While not intentional, it was effective. And he moves past you without noticing you. He draws his javelin. He throws towards Chloe. 20, Chloe? Nope, make that a 18.
18 does not hit.
18 does not hit. That will slide past. I don't think I'm going to do better than that one on a reroll, so I'll hold on to that. But Dawn, how about it?
Okay, since he sees all these big guys approaching, he is going to try one of his new spells.
Okay.
And you see Edgar fly off towards here.
Mm-hmm.
In the process, he gets much bigger and will try to peck at his face. Where I put the spell. Peck.
Edgar is a spiritual beast. 9 points of damage struck as the plucky little bird tries to pluck out an eye.
He's
Anything...
going to stay where he is currently.
Fair enough. That's going to bring us back around to Waverly.
All right.
Waverly, what are you doing way back there? You're never that far back in the fight.
Well, we're going to change that.
Oh, okay.
Waverly's going to zip in here real quick.
Uh-huh.
And I guess O is going to get stabbed in the foot.
Oh, no.
Or an attempt, anyway.
Ooh, that's a good attempt. That is a hit. And
Nice.
wow, 19 points of damage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah!
Oh, murder mouse.
Get that
Oh,
foot.
lands.
I hit an artery.
There's just Waverly just gets a wash of blood
Wow.
as
Oh.
O drops. Anything else for you there, Danger
Where the hell
Mouse?
have you been, Waverly?
We have missed
Practicing.
so much.
I was all prepared to disengage and run, and if that hadn't killed him, but it did, so I guess I will stay where I am.
Fair enough. Valandra, an enemy has fallen in a spectacular way. What have you got?
I will move up here.
Okay.
And I will and I will cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. That's a heck of a spiritual weapon. We got to get you an icon at some point, but for right now, that is 11 damage.
What's it look like?
Struck. And what does that spiritual weapon of yours look like, Valandra?
That is a good question. Let me read the.
It can
Oh,
look
it's
like
just
anything
it's a
you
created.
want.
I think it generally has something to do with the god involved.
It can, or it can be a personal preference. Really, anything goes on that one.
Yeah.
And for right now, we're going to use a Mr. Torch as a representative of it, but let us know what that does look like.
It'll look like a spiked flail.
All right. No subtlety there.
Nope.
Valandra,
Just
any
the
additional action?
just the mace, but better. Yes, that was only a bonus action.
That was only a bonus action.
Yep. So I will then cast Leading Strike again.
Okay.
So if this hits, then Edgar gets advantage and +2 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that would hit.
That is a solid hit. 8 points of bludgeoning damage struck. He doesn't look as happy as he sounds. And he is targeted. Where's my bullseye? I can't find my bullseye. We'll use that. Valandra, any additional movement then?
Nope. I'm good right there.
You got it, Lace. Stuff's happening. Valandra's rushing ahead, as did a big-looking Edgar. What are you up to?
Okay. Let's see. I'm probably gonna get closer because I can't see anything where I am. I don't think. Yeah, let's put
Climb up on the dead ogre belly.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go onto the dead ogre
Atop Mount O.
just so I can see what's going on.
So, what you do see, 3 ogres hastily approaching. One looking quite confused down south, shoving at the one that is no longer trying to fight back for King of the Mountain. But that death rattle from its brethren has alerted it, and it is looking your way now. Dusk hiding behind a tree. This one right down here looks like he is about to come in to the battle.
And I can see him?
You can see him. He does have +2 to his armor class if you shoot through the trees at him, though.
Okay. Well, I can't shoot through the trees, so
Okay.
I'm going to use. Yeah, this is a. I will cast Dissonant Whispers, which is my new spell.
Okay.
On this guy, and it hopefully will terrify the crap out of him if I win.
Okay. So aiming for I.
Yes.
Okay. And what am I rolling against here?
Um.
There we go. The wisdom. All right, let's get a shot here. Yeah, buddy. What's my DC? 14?
Damn.
Yeah, he's on it. He does not take the save damage. Is that an all or nothing?
He
Looks
takes
like an
half
all or
damage.
nothing. Half damage.
On a
Half
successful
damage.
save, the target takes half damage.
He is not deafened though.
All right, so he takes 5. Okay. He is not deafened. And anything else for you, Talise?
Let's see. Everyone okay? Everyone's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really have any bonusy stuff that I can do at this point, I don't think.
Okay.
I think I will. I'll just move a little bit, just the like right there.
You got it. Standing on dead bodies, popular pastime in this group. But Chloe, what are you up to?
Okay, so as she runs up to get next to Valandris, can be, why are we spreading out? We could have funneled them in, guys. What are we doing? It's chaos. And she'll, out of character somehow, ask if Valandra's thing that she gave to Edga, does that apply to me too? Can I get some of that? Or is it only Edga?
You will have advantage. I think it's the... Oh, no, sorry. The next
No,
5 feet?
it's the person has to be standing next to me when I cast it.
Gotcha.
Oh.
So next time, if we're still fighting this thing, yes, it will be you.
Okay.
All right, good to know. Everybody's got all these shiny new things. Anyway, so I'm gonna... I will come up to you. I guess this is who I'm in front of. And I've got new shiny things too.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna target the 3 that I can see in front of me with Bane. And they, you know...
Wow. These poor guys. Wisdom and
must
charisma
make a
saving
charisma
throws.
saving throw. And as attractive and beautiful as they are, I assume their charisma is not that awesome.
All right, we're going typewriter style, left to right here. 1, 2. Yeah. Let's see here. Got it. They are losing a d4 off of their attacks and saving throws until the spell ends. We'll see how that works out for them. Chloe, any additional action for you?
That's it.
All right. That's going to bring up starts working his way. He stays up, top of the mountain, eyes up those available to him. Decides to pick on Talace. She looks squishy.
She really super is.
Really super is. Ooh, you are just in 30 feet. So despite his wanting to stay king of the mountain, he is in with range of his javelin. Normal attack. 18?
Yeah, definitely.
8 points of damage struck. Are you maintaining concentration
On anything? No.
I don't think so. Cool.
Nope.
Shakes off his wet foot. Starts coming forward.
Ow.
He comes up beside Chloe. He takes a big old swing with his great club. 24. He's going to lose a d4 off of this.
Ooh.
23.
Yeah, that totally hits.
18 points of damage struck as brings the club down. Dusk. Chloe just got her socks rocked. What are you up to?
Oh, there's so many. Okay, so since Oz still hasn't noticed me, I'm guessing?
He's aware of you, but he didn't decide to go after you.
This sounds like a mistake on his part. How tall is he?
He's a big fella. They're in the ogres are in the 10-foot range, I believe.
Ooh, okay. Then
he's about 10 foot tall, and he's wearing high heels.
Okay, so what Dusk is gonna do is, she's actually gonna jump onto and climb up him using her claws.
Okay.
And also go for his face and head.
All right.
Just go for
absolutely. So go ahead and step within range of him. Your choice of sides. As you try and climb up him with your claws.
Yep. And do I need to roll anything for that? Or...
Well, you are on him. I need attack rolls to see if you're hurting him.
Okay, awesome. So let's go for unarmed because that's just the claws. Oh.
That is a hit. Let's see some damage there. 8 points of damage struck. More attacks, or are you leaving him at that?
Not just climbing. I think I'm gonna actually try to punch him in the back of the head.
Okay.
See if I can at least make him dizzy. So.
Oh, that's another hit. Give me some damage. 7 more damage struck.
And I'm gonna cling for dear life.
So you are clinging to him. Technically, you are occupying this spot. But as you are hugging his face and sort of punching at him, he's trying to bring his great club around at you. and we'll see how that goes very soon. In the meantime, Joey, Dusk is giving some huggy love to a Oz face.
Sharp and pointy.
There are too many of these, and they are way too big. I'm gonna put the hexblade curse on this guy, because he looks like he needs a little bit of unluckiness in his life.
Okay, and what are you hexing him for?
This is actually just the flat curse.
Oh, flat curse, you got it.
And then we're gonna go ahead and try to crit him because that would be really awesome. No, okay. How about on 11?
11 will hit. People don't make good armor, and he's wearing people. 11 points of damage struck.
And it'll be an extra 2 from proficiency, but that's it on him.
An extra 2 damage from proficiency?
Yeah.
An extra 2 damage from proficiency.
No, you're yeah.
Yeah. Gertrude from inside, you can hear battering the doors, trying to secure it as Yi starts to swing around. I think last person hit is first person targeted. Seems reasonable. Great club comes around at Joey. Ooh, let's see here. That's a 21. We're going to drop a 4 off of it.
Yeah.
Yay.
How about a 17, Joey?
17?
Uh-huh.
17 would hit me if I didn't cast shield.
Okay.
Which I'm doing.
It might be a good time for it. You are suddenly much more difficult to hit. Inside, you can hear more crates and barrels being piled up against the door. Outside, remains scared. Oz not super bright, and despite the positioning of Dusk on his face, he swings full force, club to face, hoping to catch them in the middle. Let's see how this goes. Dusk, here it comes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
That's.
Did he take that to his nose?
He took that square in the jaw. Oh, you know what, though?
Nice.
Hang on. Somebody was nice to me. Somebody was super nice to me, and they bought me a reroll. And I think I still have that reroll, and I'm going to deploy that now. Let's see. How about better than a 1? 9's better than a 1. It crushes his nose, but he just manages to stop it. So he's got a big bloody nose, but no super damage done. Dawn, how about it?
Dawn is going to get here so he can see better.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, Edgar is going to swoop up and attack again
With advantage.
with advantage.
With advantage, yes.
And how do I? Hold on.
I've been behind since the very beginning.
What with your spells? Spiritual weapon. Go, Edgar at advantage. 16.
That is a hit.
And he is going to.
And 3 extra radiant damage on that.
15.
15. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yee.
Just ripped out a whole, most of his face with the claws. And then he is going to Eldritch Blast at over here.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice.
13 points of damage to
Boom.
Boom indeed.
Then just like calmly adjust his glasses and assess the situation.
Glasses glint are important. Waverly, how about it?
All right. So Waverly's going to pull out her short bow and aim at there. Man, I feel like we're fighting Tim Allen or something.
Ow, that is a lot of hurt. That is 16 points of damage struck. Staggering from the sneaky short bow.
Okay, she's just going to run over to this area before the end of her turn.
You got it. Now, quick question for the folks for the banishment on E down there. Was that concentration, Chloe?
It was not concentration, no.
Not
just happened. It was the channel divinity for those of you watching and caring.
Such a terrible spell. Valandra, what you doing?
Okay, bonus action, spiritual weapon is gonna hit you again. Yee.
Oh no, it does not.
Okay. Damn.
And it's really creepy. He's a giant thing with that super squeaky voice. Sounds like
And
he
then
eats a kobold.
and then I will cast Cure Wounds on Chloe.
You got it.
Oh,
Take
wow.
13.
Jesus.
That will heal. Any movement for you?
No, I think I'm good right here.
You got it. Talise?
Like I just discovered that I'm really underpowered, guys. I've been behind on spells since we started playing. I've been shortchanging us by 2 spells. Since
we
we
will review
started
that.
the campaign, because I was like, wait a minute, this math doesn't add up. Oh my god, I'm supposed to have 2 more spells than I actually have.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was
You
like,
know,
wait a minute.
if you studied a little harder, drank a little less, and caroused a little more, you'd learn more stuff.
I don't think that I don't think that works the way you think it works. But anyway, I'll have to work on that later. I'm sorry. I should have been a lot more useful a lot longer, guys. Whoops. Anyway, let's see, what can I do here that's useful. I'll have to go back and revisit this. I should be a lot more useful for this fight than what I actually am, and I'm a little unhappy about it.
You guys are doing okay so far.
Why do you guys all have to be on top of each other? What the fuck? Perfect. That's the perfect spot. We're gonna shatter.
Ooh,
Right there.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Just
gonna hit and eh.
Yep.
Do it up. And typewriter style, top to bottom, Constitution saving throws. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, guys. This is what you're good at.
Are they hungover? Do ogres get hungover?
They just.
Yeah, this was
They have
supposed to be
sensitive
hard,
ears.
right?
They have sensitive. Oh, you don't want to see others. Talise,
Yes.
anything else?
Probably gonna move back a little bit more. Wait, who's hurt? Who's hurt the worst? I can't
Joey.
see Chloe at all.
Chloe's fine. I just healed Chloe.
Okay.
I mean, when this thing goes down, that's in front of me. You'll find out what happens next turn when my green bar goes up.
When your green bar goes.
Because that hasn't happened yet. In character yet.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering-
he's
well,
never done that, so we wouldn't know.
Well, that's okay, because I'm still deciding whether in character I want to actually heal you or not, because you look fine. And I'm squishy, so I think I am just gonna move back.
Okay.
Gonna move back to here.
And as Talise demonstrates valor, Chloe, what you got?
I smashed the one
Warhammer.
next to me.
There's 2 next to you.
The one up above me, I guess.
Okie doke. No more ye.
Well, you
I'm gonna
really
go
seemed
ahead.
to enjoy that, didn't you, Joey? That's weird.
I look very invigorated.
Ooh, that's a little weird, Joey. But with that, that's going to bring up abandons his King of the Mountain post, rushes down next to He's built up a tremendous amount of speed and attempts to apply that to Valandra via his great club.
Protection? Not needed.
Boy.
No.
Boy, oh boy, is that a no. Tries to swing also towards Valandra at this point to follow up on the opening that was obviously trying to create. Ooh, 25.
Ooh.
Is that protection that lasts more than one round? Or more than one turn?
Well, I mean, it depends on how lean you're being, because I think I have to declare it before the roll, and I didn't know you rolled 7s, so I don't know. Probably not, I guess.
Okay.
If we're
So then
being technical.
We'll be technical this time. 25 deals 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sorry,
Oh wait, hang on. He does also lose his D4, but I don't know that that's gonna help.
That's not gonna help.
Okay. So yeah, it was 24 technically.
Okay.
I was like, Dusk. You're hugging on He had an aha moment, but what are you up to?
Okay, so I think she's probably just gonna keep punching him as long as she's still on him.
Okay.
So, punch to the head.
Flurry of blows him.
Flurry of blows his head. I mean, I may as well. Let's go for it.
You got it. That's no.
No.
Nope. Okay.
No.
Again.
Yes.
Okay.
9 points struck. He's still trying to bite your belly. That'll also hit. 9 more. You were hit hard. But he is still there.
And still clinging.
And still clean. You got it. Duska, that will do it for you. And then over to Joey.
That's all I get for typing in Twitch chat. So seeing that the one big one in front of me goes down, and then I'm like, oh, that was awesome. And then I'm out of bonus action things to do, so I'm just gonna swing it. Oh,
that's gonna hit. Oh, that hits hard.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
It's still standing.
And that is all of my things.
All right. From inside, you hear more movement. Things piling. Yee. Bye-bye. Brody piling. Feared. Dusk. Great club. Ooh,
Ow.
Dusk. 23 points of damage struck.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying. Okay.
And don't forget you had extra hit points, right?
You did have some temp hit
Yep.
points. I think I see your green bar being
Yep.
extra stretched.
They're recorded there.
All right. So go ahead and take that 23 as the ogre brings the smash down. That's going to bring it to Dawn.
Okay, so Edgar is going to swing around this way and dive at weapon. Choom. Go, Edgar, go.
Wow, Edgar. 5 points of damage struck. You made it look good, though.
And then he is going to Eldritch Blast the same guy. Ooh, no,
Oh, no.
goes a wee bit wide.
He is not as wide as you think, apparently. He's been slimming down for the summer season. Dawn, any additional movement for you?
Nope, he's good where he is. He can see everybody.
You got it. Waverly hanging out behind the tree stump. What you doing?
All right, time to get out from behind that tree stump, run over here, and attempt to stab
No! He was my favorite. Ooh. 11 points of
Nice.
damage struck. Good hit, but he does not fall. He's got
All
a
right.
big meaty toe. Or had one. Now you
gonna-
got one.
back off just a little bit because I don't want to die.
Because you're small.
Fair enough.
I'm very small.
That's going to bring up the line.
Okay, so I will have the spiritual weapon attack. Good lord.
Well, we do
Why?
have a group inspiration or a group D20 reroll. If everybody can agree that you use one, I vote yes.
So the inspiration can't be used now; it's already been rolled, but the reroll can.
Go for it. I vote yes.
Okay.
Can't be
Do
worse,
it.
right?
Wow,
Wow.
still a miss.
It can't be better either.
Burn those silver store purchases.
Oh man.
Valandra, that was only a bonus action for you, though. What else you got?
Yep. I will. Let's see. When does Okay. I will cast Leading Strike again.
Okay. Who are you
Um,
trying to hit?
I'm hitting
All right.
and I'll give the advantage and extra damage to Chloe
Okay.
if I hit.
All right.
Nope.
Ooh.
Good lord.
Wow, just a string of rolls for you there.
Well, they
But-
did
was
knock
just
you around a little bit
4
there.
in a row.
That is a stream of them. But any movement for you? I think that's all you got left at the moment.
No, I'm not gonna move and provoke.
Oh, come on. Talise.
Okay, I'm going to target and
Eh?
I'm gonna try Dissonant Whispers again.
All right, let's see that wisdom saving throw from you, buddy.
Okay, so he takes that 6 damage and he has to run away from me as fast as his movement speed allows.
All right.
Now he can't run through danger, but he still gets an attack of opportunity from at least 2 people.
Edgar does not, right?
Edgar does not get attacks of opportunity. And he needs to move away from you as fast as he possibly can. Huh?
Yeah, he has to max his movement speed.
Run, big guy, run!
Run, big fella. So that's going to give Chloe and Valandra those opportunity
I
attacks.
don't have a reaction to use because I used it to not protect dear old Valandra.
There we go. Valandra has one. Ooh, and that's a hit. Let's see. 7 points of damage struck. He's still running away. Not looking happy about it. But there he go. Any additional action from you, Talise?
Yes, I'm going to move forward now. Couldn't do that before because I was going to be put into range with him.
Okay.
Because there was no safe way to get by him. Let's see, how far can I go safely? I will go right there.
Okay.
And then I will healing word Dusk.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yay.
Have 8 hit points, babe.
Awesome.
All right. And with that, Talise, I think that's everything for you.
That's everything for me.
How about it, Chloe?
Just gonna smash the one that's low and in front of me, hopefully.
Oh, no,
Oh.
that's not going to smash him. It just blubbers him. You set the belly in motion. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do.
All right. That's going to bring it to is running this direction, and he sees a cat, so he just tries to squish the cat. Dusk. Brings the big old great club around. 19?
Yeah.
13 points of damage struck by That's going to bring us to still standing it out.
And I'm gonna stare up at him and be like, "How are you not dead yet?"
And as you talk, he swings at you because you made noise. 14?
No.
No. And I think I'm out of rerolls, unfortunately. But let's find out what Dusk is doing. And are being your friends. What are you doing?
Oh boy. Okay, so since I'm still on it and it would be easier, I'm just gonna keep attacking him and at least try and eliminate one of the threats.
Okay,
hopefully.
keep punching on.
Flurry
Anna.
of blows.
I am. I'm just gonna blow them all because.
Oh, that's a hit. Let's see the damage. Wearing them down. And 2 more if you're flurry-inging. That's also a hit.
Oh,
That's a good hit. 6. He's still up. Still trying to get a bite on that belly of yours. That's a hit. You can do it. Come on. That's enough. Well done.
Yeah.
Just like ride him down. Poof.
With that, before he goes down, I want to try and leap off onto A.
You know what? Let's you know what? You want to try it? So if you're willing to, I'll see an acrobatics. We'll say that's a DC 15. If you fail it, you fall prone, though. It's super cool, but do you want to do it?
I'm willing to risk it.
All right. See, acrobatics 15 or higher. Oh,
Damn it.
no.
No. What is with the 8s? All the 8s are haunting me.
Oh,
No. Okay, I'm down on the ground.
Slip on his blood or something. Just
Joey, you see Dusk try and get creative and just splat. Lands on her feet, but splat. What are you doing?
It's dead, and I'm gonna move.
Hang on. I think might try and take a swing at you if you do that.
Is dead, and then I'm moving.
He attacked and then moved.
Did die. Goodbye,
Sorry, just trying to move.
Nope, you're all right. And away you go. Zoom. Any additional action for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll pop my second wind, and that will be all that I can do.
All right. Gertrude and Brody continue fortifying. That brings up this frightened who remains frightened. That brings up who remains dead, and that brings up Dawn.
well, he's going to move Edgar this way. So, depending on this, if this guy dies, he'll head down to the other guy.
You got it?
How far away are you? I can hit you.
60 feet.
He's going to try. Do I have a clear shot? I do. And shoot him.
18's a hit. 13's a lot of damage, but not quite enough to flatten him. Anything else for you, Dawn?
I think he's going to. So that's not this move tool. Come out this way because he knows that other guy's down there and he wants a clear view of everything. So he's going to chill here for now.
All right. Waverly.
Okay. Let's see. Waverly is going to run down to here and see if she can't finish off
All right.
with short bow.
Short bow to Ooh, that's enough.
Nice.
Pew, pew.
Falls. Paying a little too much attention to the kitty. Waverly, any additional movement or action for you?
Nope, I'm out of movement. That's as far as I can go.
Balandra, how about it?
Okay, so first I can only move my spiritual weapon 20 feet, but I'll move it right up next to Dawn there, I guess.
All right.
Or can it share a space with Edgar?
It can share a space.
Okay, yeah. Up with Edgar there, then. And
Spiritual
let's
weapons,
see.
go! Somewhat slowly, they'll make it eventually.
Yep. So I'll move down here. And then I think the only ranged thing I have is the Word of Radiance. So I'll go with that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Word of Radiance. That's a con save.
That's the wrong. I'm sorry. That was the wrong. Not Word of Radiance. What's the Sacred Flame? That is what I meant to say.
Yep. No. Give me the
Word
Sacred
of Radiance is 5 feet only.
Sentences you don't expect to hear. Give me the sacred flame.
Give me the Sacred Flame. Let's see it. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
2 points of damage struck. That does arouse his waff. And he awakens.
Does he waken or does he get another save?
I thought
He's
just
instantly
wakens.
going. He's instantly attacking
okay.
us now. Or,
All right,
you know,
so he is
will
Gotcha.
be.
he is back in the mix. Talace.
Okie dokie. So I will viciously mock him.
He doesn't like that.
That's the point.
Wisdom save or 1. He's still going to take the 1.
But now he's at disadvantage.
He is at disadvantage. Chloe.
It wasn't about the damage, guys. It was about the disadvantage.
You still hurt his feelings.
I will dash up to him and be like, "It's your worst nightmares. Right here. Hit me right here. Okay." And that's it.
Okay. And are done. Dusk. You're still in the mix.
So I am not dead, which is great. I'm gonna get up. That would be good. I guess that's the only one left is down.
Yep.
That is the only one still animate.
Okay, then in that case, I'm just gonna.
I think you can only move 20 feet because standing up takes half your movement.
Yes, going from prone to
Oh,
standing.
I guess you
Yeah,
can dash.
but she's
You
also
can dash,
to
so
backsy.
yeah, you could go 60. Well, yeah, but she. Oh
She could
no,
go
okay.
50 then.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
What now?
20.
Because you could double your max speed as a tabaxi.
We'll say
Yeah.
60 feet from being unconscious or on the ground over bodies and up a hill. You're probably not going to make it. Let's put you somewhere around the puddle
Okay.
and
Puddle
save
it
ourselves
is.
some math.
Yep.
You do have your darts though if you want to throw a dart or something else.
I mean, I don't know how good my aim's gonna be. Can I move
Okay.
and then throw a dart?
Oh yeah, move. You can definitely move and then throw a dart.
Now, is he facing towards me? Nice.
He is aware of everyone. He's very angry. Roar.
Okay, then I want to try and aim for his face in general. Hopefully, it will hit his eye or something. But
It will hit. It will do some damage. Wow. You do a
Whoa.
lot of damage with darts. It does land in his eye. It doesn't seem to have blinded him, but it's somewhere around the eye socket.
Cool.
Joey.
Well, Dusk can do that again with a bonus action, right? That's a monk weapon.
You can throw 2 darts. Darts are light. Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Then why not? Let's go for
Huck another one.
I'm running out of time.
Another hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 19 and this.
Wow, rolling well with the darts. You got. Now then, I think to Joey.
I'm going to move my 30, and then I'm going to hit this guy with a nice little blast here. And that'll wrap it up for me.
All right. Joey's still doing that weird stuff. Whatever. He just wants to club people. He's not having a good night at the club. Dawn.
So that's a nat 1.
Edgar is going to fly up yonder way. Heck.
Ooh, no.
Zip, then take a step forward. Eldritch Blast.
Yes. Tearing into the soft underbelly and overbelly. The whole belly is basically a soft area. Dawn. Anything else?
Nope, he is good.
Waverly, are you going to danger mouse this one, or is that a little too far?
That depends. Can Waverly and Edgar occupy the same space?
Waverly and Edgar cannot.
Ah,
Edgar
darn.
does occupy a space. But I think if
But he's flying.
But
You can still get there.
He's tiny, and I'm small.
No,
could
he's
cast-
about the size of an eagle right now.
Yeah, he's
So,
he is flapping, and we're only using 2 dimensions on this map. So yes, he does occupy a space.
Dang, because
That's the one you want.
that was the
Uh,
one I wanted. So can't quite danger mouse. We will go here,
Okay.
and I will short bow it.
Alrighty. Wow.
Nice.
Whoa!
Jesus!
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I
You
think
didn't
he's
get to step
dead.
up on
He's
him.
dead now.
So that's 26. 26 damage.
So you
And
danger mouthed
practicing.
anyway.
All right.
Apparently.
Out of sheer frustration for not being able to get
The bird is in my way!
As Waverly jumps up, complaining about the bird, fires the short bow. It strikes the already embedded in the eye dart and just shoves the whole thing up into the brain cavity. It finds what little brain the ogre has, and blamf! It lands on the ground, quite dead. Congratulations. The party has defeated the ogres. I know we have a tight time limit this evening, so we'll draw the curtains on this one and pick up with the cleanup starting next session, and then get you guys back on the road. I hope everybody's still having fun.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Waverly.
No kidding.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Little fluffy creature.
MVM has returned.
There we go. So I'm going to run off and grab a quick drink. I will, Sin, I saw we could flip the hosting, so we can pick back up from there. And that'll take me a minute or two, but then we'll be back up with Tavern Talk, and I'll do some math, and we'll figure out what all has transpired. And congratulations, and let's keep it going from there. Cool. Talk to you guys real soon.
Yay!
Yeah.